I can do this. It's fine. Oh! Hey everyone, and welcome to A Mortician's Tale. I've had my eye on this game for a couple months, ever since my friend and fellow YouTuber Andy lately mentioned it to me, and it is a simulation game where you play as a mortician, and it just came out today, and I thought it'd be perfect to play in October. I'm really interested to see what this game is going to end up being all about. I know that it strives to promote a death-positive message instead of a sort of fearful, negative way of looking at death. It's more positive, so I'm interested to see how it tackles that. I am a little squeamish, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I think I'll be okay because of the graphical style. I don't think it'll upset my stomach too much, but we'll have to see, because we will be embalming people. So, let's jump right in. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. Looks like I have mail. To Charlie from Matthew Jeffrey. Hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. So, we are Charlie. From Amy Rose. So, well, you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office/prep room, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously, since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so she's the founder and director of Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Okay, from Jen. Good luck, you beautiful and smart babe, you. I guess my subject lines to you should start being more professional now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. Guess it's just not something I really think that much about. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry, because as I said, you're now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London, and not London, Ontario, serial capital of Canada, to work in a museum. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face, and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. Also, I signed you up for a funeral's monthly newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift. I love you. Am super proud of you. Love you, love you, love you. Jen L. Museum Curator. London Pathology Museum. Fun fact, I have a minor in art history, so I can't say it's landed me any jobs, but I have it. Alright, so this is from Amy Rose, the director. Hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. Ooh boy. He said you were really friendly, and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body prep is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Oh my god, she's in the room with us. There's a dead lady in the room with us. Oh, so this is a thread. Dear Mia, of course we will happily oblige your request for no embalming and a closed casket. I'll ensure our funeral director receives your request. Okay, so this is from the customer. Dear Amy, we're happy to be with the Rose and Daughters for my mother's funeral. We understand that there are usually procedures that must be followed in these situations, but if you could kindly not embalm my mother, that would be greatly appreciated. And we will proceed with a closed casket for the service. I just know she wouldn't have wanted her death to have any negative impact on the environment, and since she fought so hard to beat her heart disease and to live healthily, it would be a shame to have her final moments to be counter to the way she lived. Thank you for anything you can do to help us in this manner. This is the newsletter that we have. Okay, thanks for subscribing. Each month we will bring you a new newsletter featuring a topic pertaining to the death industry. This month is all about good etiquette for attending a funeral. I really can't believe we have to write this one out, but since we said we'll answer your most popular questions, here we are, because this is definitely one of the most popular questions. Funerals are a hard time, and we understand that, but here are some quick and easy rules to remember for being respectful at a funeral. Generally, following the guidelines of don't be a jerk should work. Don't be on your cell phone. We understand you're busy, but this is a time and place to disengage. If you have to be on your cell phone, don't do so inside the funeral home. Don't be loud and obnoxious. You can share happy stories, but other people are also grieving and working through their own healing process. Being quiet gives other people space they might need. Don't get drunk. Everyone can deal with their feelings in their own ways. Just remember to be respectful when with the grieving family and friends. Happily reminisce. Sometimes remembering happy moments and positive experiences with the deceased can be a productive part of the healing process. Give condolences. It's not easy knowing what to say to someone, but even a simple "I'm thinking of you" can go a long way. Dress appropriately. What this looks like will change based on the customs of the deceased and their culture, but always dress in a way that shows respect to the deceased and their grieving family. Where's number 7? There's a secret thing that we must do at funerals, and we'll never know what that is because it's not there. Give a gift or sign the registration book. This can be flowers or a nice card, but it's the thought that counts here. Sometimes this can be even just cooking dinner for the grieving family. Anything that shows you care and want to help them through the healing process is what matters here. Be kind and helpful. All right, well, I'm going to be more prepared to go to a funeral now. I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that funerals make me super uncomfortable. But I think that's very much our culture, at least in America. So I don't think I'm alone in that. Rose and Daughters Funeral Home was founded by my grandparents back in 1956. The Rose family has proudly served the area since then, providing personal, affordable funeral services for all. I'm proud to have carried on my family's business for the last 36 years, working with the best and brightest funeral directors and grief counselors in the area. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you've recently experienced a loss and would like us to help you through this hard time. Our services. Here at Rose and Daughters Funeral Home, we're committed to providing loved ones with the best and most affordable funeral services in the area. We offer a diverse range of personalized funeral service options for every need. Prices. Burial with open casket ceremony and reception, about $6,000. Burial with closed casket ceremony and reception, a little over $4,000. Cremation with ceremony and reception, $1,700. Direct burial with no ceremony or reception, a little over $1,900. All inclusive. Direct cremation with no ceremony or reception, $600. All inclusive. We also offer custom packages to suit every budget and need. Please do not hesitate to contact us with any questions. Amy@rosendaughters.com. Okay, well, if you need somebody to embalm your loved ones, that's going to be me. So just email me at this email address, and I'll do that for you. Actually, let's just see if we can get through the first one before we do anything else. No, I read all my email. Oh, reply with an auto response. Okay, sure thing. I'll get right to not embalming that woman. And there she is, dear God. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try not to freak out. I'm freaking out. Okay. This is the prep room where you'll prepare bodies for burials and viewings, okay? Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you're just gonna clean the body. Okay. Click on the sponge. Oh my God. Okay. What, cannula? What is that? Sponge, alright? We'll just, alright, just wash her off. God, she's looking at me. Okay. That's it, you're done. And Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. Okay. So all we had to do is give her a sponge bath? It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You're responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it's also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Okay? Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Alright, here we go. So you guys know that I'm super great at comforting people. It's definitely one of my best traits. Hi, I gave your grandma a sponge bath. Hello? She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Okay, well, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you want me to take the painting down? I'll do it. Hey, what's up? We usually don't small talk a lot at these things. At least that's what I was always taught. Okay. Well, I feel like I should probably do that. I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy. It's always so cold in these funeral homes. I mean, that's what you're worried about. Think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Okay. Here's a small person. Are you a child? Yes, it's a child. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be building a chemical that is known to cause cancer into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain? At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Well, I mean, that's true. Oh, stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. Was that a joke? Okay. I'll just leave this awkward conversation. Just take a peek. I mean, grieve, I guess. I'll just... Okay, well, I talked to everyone, so... I guess I can go back and just clean some other people or something. Alright, October 11th. Wow, a long time has passed. Not a long time, but a couple weeks. At least, well, there's me cleaning up the table. Alright, let's head over, get our assignment. Okay, so this is from Jennifer. I am so frustrated right now. Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. Oh. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associated it with fainting or hysteria, sigh, it's actually been associated with visceroptosis, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. So, too long did not read. Of course, it's probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condescension about my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research, and yet I'm treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day. Oh, okay. Can I rant for just a second? I'm so tired of hearing strangers, colleagues, anybody cough, male colleagues cough, get on my case for wearing corsets. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse, so it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyway. And I hate how their misogyny gets veiled in faux concern. Jen, I'm just worried you're damaging your body. You know what corsets do to livers, right? Corsets don't do anything to livers. They're definitely not hurting me as much as your condescension is hurting my head. Sorry, I'm a bit out of sorts right now. I'll send you another email in a little bit when I've cooled off. Okay. Alright, well that's our next job, so we'll read that then. Just passing this message along. Thanks for the hard work. Okay, so this is from the family. Please pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It was nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Although it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food in, getting to share home-cooked meals, sharing stories, being there together, it meant a lot. So what I'm saying is it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way, and I know how much of that was due to the work of your staff, especially your funeral director. Thank you for making this difficult time easier for us. You're welcome. I was certainly not uncomfortable the whole time. Hey there, Charlie. I was driving around the other day, taking our clients on their last trip around town. That's an interesting way to look at it. And I was thinking, strange I know, did I ever tell you the first time I went to a funeral? I was a teenager about to start university, and a friend of mine was killed in a car accident, totally out of the blue. Really tragic stuff. Messed me and my friends up real good. But so the big day, we all got into our best suits and dresses and packed ourselves into a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different cars full of us, like clown cars, While we were in the procession going to the ceremony, somebody in our car got a phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know to not get in the way of a procession drove through the intersection and smashed straight into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, thank God, but can you imagine getting that call? Anyways, one of my friends in the same car as me The one who got the phone call hung up and started laughing, just laughing her ass off in that way that makes you not sure if they're really just crying or if they've gone full off the deep end. And she laughed, and then we all started giggling because, like, go figure. Life is messed up sometimes, you know? There's no moral, no point to that story, I guess. I just remembered that story and I wanted to tell you, because we work with death all the time, and I still sometimes get caught off guard by what that actually means. Oh, before you get any ideas, that has nothing to do with why I became a funeral director. That decision came totally later and is nothing unremarkable. Something has to do it, and I have a strong stomach, so why not? I'll see you in a bit. Well, I don't. Definitely not. Alright, funerals monthly. What to wear when you're attending a funeral from a different culture. We all know everybody wants to be respectful at funerals. Don't talk too loudly, be kind, smile, and refrain from making inappropriate jokes, at least around the grieving family. Hey, sometimes some people do need a little bit of a pick-me-up during such hard times. Who are we to judge? And a big part of that is knowing what to wear. Roman Catholic funerals tend to lean more towards the formal black attire rule, and it works for us. Did you know this goes back to the days of the Roman Empire where people would wear black as a symbol for mourning? Black isn't universally the symbol for mourning, though. And if you're attending a funeral that is from a culture that is not your own, it's important to understand this. Some colors have different meanings, and despite your best intentions, the wrong choice could mean accidental offense. For example, in Hinduism and in Chinese cultures, white is a typical color for funerals. For Islam, though, it is less about the color you are wearing and more about how modestly you are dressed. Refrain from wearing any elaborate jewelry and be respectful of your behavior. For Sikh funerals, color of the clothing isn't as important as is dressing modestly and being able to appropriately sit cross-legged. Actually, being respectful is just the number one rule for any funeral, no matter what, really. Remember that, and please don't hesitate to ask what is and isn't appropriate to wear. If you are attending to support a friend, family member, or partner, this day is not about you, so be sure to do whatever you can to be as respectful and supportive as possible, even if that means not wearing what you're used to wearing to a funeral, or even if it just means asking how you can appropriately show your respects. Interesting. I don't know a lot about funerals, I will say that, and I definitely don't know about a lot of funerals in other cultures. So we are learning today. It's a learning experience for all of us. All right, next job. Hi Charlie, here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you, no small feat of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval, an elderly man, died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. Nothing fancy, just some embalming. You can reach out to his daughter Lizzie Duval if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me questions. Oh, P.S. Charlie dear, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. Okay, Mom, thank you for the embalming tips. Get right on it. Did I have anything going on in the other tab, or no? That's just okay. Okay, so I'm all geared up. I'm all ready for this embalming. Not really, but let's pretend. Okay, traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. I mean, if it's so bad, it's a wonder why we do it that way. Like the chemical? I mean, I understand preserving the body, but like, I mean, at least for me, like, kind of like, what's the point? You're dead, you know? Like, for me, I think I would want to be cremated. But that's just me. Ooh, I get to shave him. Okay, just, oh, the sound effects. Alright. I mean, does he want to be shorn? Was that in his will? Or his instructions? Like, what if he wants to be a hairy beast in his coffin? I'm not here to judge. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage dear God. You'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Okay. Just, you know, just give him a nice old massage. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Okay. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Okay. Oh, okay. To keep the eyes shut, you'll need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye to shut it. Okay? The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. Oh my god, do they really do that? Click and drag the needle and thread over the jaw to close it. Oh my god. Okay, well, this is just like further making me want cremation and not to be embalmed. Click and drag lotion over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying out. Couldn't we have done the lotion at the same time as the massage? Like, just kind of listen to that. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Okay. I can do this. It's fine. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. All right. You're gonna need a tube for draining the blood. Click on the tube and drag it into the neck incision. Okay. Tubing. Okay. Squishy. They had fun with these squishy sound effects, let me just tell you. Oh my god. Okay, click on the cannula, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and drag it onto the carotid artery. This is how you'll get the preserving chemicals into the bloodstream. Okay. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine. Grab some additional tubing. Click the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you have to massage them through the body. Of course, because why not? Click and drag over the body to massage it. Oh. Okay. No wonder these things cost so much. This is quite a task. I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about embalming, so this is, I feel like I'm gonna be certified to embalm someone after I'm done with this game. They could use this as like a training video. Interactive training for aspiring morticians. At least the blood is like kind of pinkish. It's not quite like that red. I don't know. I think that would make it worse if it were. Great. Now let's sew up that incision. Click and drag the needle and thread it over the incision. Okay. Almost done. You'll need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar, then click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. Oh, it looks like a turkey baster. Baste the body. Okay. Oh my god. Baste that turkey. Okay, and you're done. Great. Mike will take care of Mr. Duvall's makeup as well as dressing and putting him in his casket. Okay. It's time to attend the funeral. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Okay. I'll just do that. Look at me go. That's weird. She kind of looks like me. IRL. A little bit. Oh, this one's open. Okay. Well, nice that they actually do that. A lot of games don't pay attention to little details like that. Okay. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah. 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next, poof, that person is gone. Just like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird, how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. Yes, it is. Great. Okay. It's so strange not seeing people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red, no matter what. Okay. He's playing his 3DS over there. He's got some Pokemon going on, catching a Pikachu. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. Threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. And now he is dead. I wish you all the luck in catching your Pokemans. Alright, so I'll just stare at him. Hey, you may not remember me. I was the one who shaved your chest and took the fluid out of your organs. But I feel like we had a really tight bond there for a minute, and now I must throw up. Goodbye. Another month has passed. It's December already. Alright guys, well, I think I'm gonna leave it here, but in the next one, we'll, I don't know, drain some more organs and, you know, play the Will Kita Throw Up game. But I'm liking the game so far. I feel like I'm learning stuff, and it's interesting. It's like, it's kind of morbid, but not, because of the way that, like, death is being treated and looked at. So I'm definitely interested to keep playing, even if I'm a little, you know, a little squeamish. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm really interested to know. This game did just come out today, so I'll leave a link in the description box so that you can go onto Steam and check it out for yourself. It's on sale right now, so perfect time to get it if you're interested. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.